4-point motion tracking and green screening are what we're going to be looking at today, and in particular how we created this clip using 4 separate video layers. So let's take a look at that now. So here we are in Apple Motion 5, and what we're trying to produce is this video here from 4 separate video sources, layers if you like. It's worth pointing out that I actually produced this in Motion 4, but as Motion 5 is the current version, I thought it would probably be more useful to everyone. Now I'll just play the video. It should loop. There we go. I should point out that for the purpose of this tutorial I won't be covering how the press breakdown text flies in with the assist button. This is essentially another tip. What we're going to focus on is the phone. So let's stop the video and turn off the layer, which I imported just to show you what we should end up with. So let's take a look at the original videos used to produce the clip. The finger layer, which is this one, which is a green screen video showing my daughter's finger because her fingers are small and will allow us to still see the phone while selecting functions on the app. The next layer is a video of the app, which I already animated to the correct duration, and it's also the right aspect ratio to fit the phone. Let's turn that off. The next layer is a video of an iPhone, which is also a green screen video, and the last layer is a video of the engine, which I purposely filmed at a focus. So we're going to create the clip in 4 steps. The first step is to key out the green in the finger layer and also the green in the iPhone layer. The second step is to place the app onto the phone using a 4-point motion tracker. And then in the third step, we'll animate the finger video to operate the app on the iPhone. Lastly, we'll tidy up all the footage so that it looks as professional as possible. So let's make a start on that. So the first thing we have to do is select the finger video, then apply a keying filter, and we'll use the keyer. As you can see, it does quite a good job straight away. We'll also do the same to the iPhone video. Select the keying group of filters, then the keyer, and there we go. We can now add the app video to the iPhone video using a 4-point motion tracker. So we'll just turn off the finger layer, and to do this we must have both the app video and the iPhone video in the same group. So let's do that. We bring the app video into the iPhone group and turn that off. Now we can apply the 4-point motion tracker to the app. And the way we do that is to select the behaviors icon, then match move. We'll bring that up in the inspector and we choose the type 4 corners. And you can see that we now have red crosses on the corners of the app video. So we now pick those corners and place them roughly in position on the iPhone video. Then we select each corner and view them in the behaviors pane and tracker view, and we move each corner into position. What we're looking for is a pixel that is different in color to the pixel next to it, so that when we ask Motion 5 to analyze the movement of the phone, it can track the pixel as accurately as possible. And I'll show you that in one moment after we've moved each corner into position. That one there. And so on. That's complete, so we select Analyze. Then Motion then analyzes the movement of the phone and creates keyframes based on that movement. There we go. So we should now have the app inside the phone looking like it's all one video. Let's play it. And it does indeed behave as one. The next step is to animate the finger as if it were operating the phone. So let's bring back the finger. Then move the finger roughly in position where it operates the phone. So let's make sure it's doing the right thing. So there, the finger goes down. Probably needs to be a little bit higher. Let's try that. Yes, that seems to be in position, although the finger is going down a little too late. So in the timeline, we'll bring it in a little earlier. Just about there. Let's see what happens. That looks better. So now we have to animate the finger by bringing it into position, then taking it out. So let's bring it in position about there, where we will position the first keyframe. So add the keyframe. Now we want to keep the finger in position for a second or two. So play the video up until where we add the next keyframe, from where the finger will start to move out. And about there, we can add the next keyframe. Play the video again up until where the finger should be out of shot. Add the keyframe, and let's increase the value on the y-axis. Now we'll do a similar thing for when the finger comes in. Add the next keyframe and bring that down to about -750. So let's try that. So it now comes in and goes out. Now let's play it to see if it's okay. That should do fine for this. Now the finger has to operate the phone again on the Automate helpline button, just about there. And the best way to do this is to duplicate the finger layer and call that number 2. And now we just want to move it into position and see whether that works okay. Yes, that seems fine. Then we need the finger to come in once again as if it was going to press the call button, but it won't actually get there as we then cut to the next clip in the video, in the finished video, where we will see Abby bringing the phone up to make a call. So we'll duplicate the finger layer again and call it number 3. and move it into position roughly to about there. We also need to move the finger over slightly because the button, the call button, is over to the right a little. We'll just check the properties of that point. Then move the finger over. Then do the same for the next keyframe. About there should do. Then just bring the third finger animation over slightly, roughly there. But it shouldn't go all the way to the button. We need to end the animation just before the finger reaches the call button. So let's have a look at how that now works. I think we just need to move the third finger animation over a bit further, then the second keyframe slightly over. Let's have a look again. And that seems fine. So the last thing to do is to tidy up everything to make the overall video look a bit more professional. And we're going to start with the fingers because you will see there's a faint line around the finger that doesn't make it look very natural. So if we select the keyer for the first finger, we can then select filters, and down here we have a shrink expand slider. So if we shrink the finger slightly, we should see the edge go. And there we go. Now we need to do this for all the finger animations. Perhaps we should have done this before we duplicated the fingers, because now we have to do it 3 times as opposed to 1. But this is quite easy to do anyway. So we'll just do those. So that's the fingers. They look all right. They look fine. The next thing to do is the phone itself. So let's select the phone, and we really want to make it just a little bit darker. To do that, we'll add a contrast filter, like so. And we'll just bring the contrast up a little. That looks better. Then we need to increase the size of the app itself to cover the blue around the edges. And the way we do that is select the match move on the iPhone layer, select behaviors, and then the transform drop down, and change it from attach to source to mimic source. Select the app itself and stretch the edges slightly until they cover the blue. We could increase the scale, but that should be fine anyway. We can still see some blue there, so let's have a look again. Pull that out a little more. Try that. Yes, that's fine. And that's how we achieved the assist phone clip in the video. If you want to see the finished video, select the link in the comments area below, and it will take you to the completed video. If you like what you've seen today in this video and you'd like to learn more, then please click the subscribe button. In addition, if you'd like to receive a newsletter, then click the link below. Thanks for watching. See you next time.